everybody else in here got to get off of Instagram, just scrolling, and I need to let it go. My husband always telling me to let it go and be talking about me, but I got to really release it. Because at the end of the day, even though you're scrolling and you're not looking at everything, it's still going into your subconscious mind. And you're taking it all in, and then you wonder why you got an attitude. And then you wonder why you're bothered and all of these different things when you just took in everybody's experiences, stories, and emotions, and now you holding it, and it was never yours to begin with, okay? And then you blaming your kid for something that got to do with you, okay? So it's important for us to be honest with ourselves and acknowledge that. And then it's also important, the second step is reimagining roots. So this is where we challenge our belief systems, right? This is where we go deeper and really think about who told me that, right? When did I start believing this? Even if it is a belief that we want to hold, what are the values attached to the belief? Are they still aligned with the person that you are in this moment? Sometimes we still want to keep the belief, but it no longer has the connection and the foundation that it needs. So then we have to shift, we have to challenge, and sometimes we have to reframe and rewrite, right? This is also an opportunity for us to unlearn limiting narratives to empower ourselves more. So I don't know who out there have different stories that you've been telling yourself that are probably not the best stories. Oh, I'm not good enough. Oh, I'm never going to see that amount of money because nobody in my family has seen that amount of money. Or, oh, that business is never going to work out because it didn't work out in the past. Or, oh, I don't know if I'm going to be a good mother because I didn't have this or I didn't have that. There's just so many stories that we tell ourselves every single day that are holding us hostage. Remember what I said? I said today we are remembering who we were before the world told us who to be. Too many people in this room, me on this stage, and some sisters outside who didn't come today, we all have stories that the world told us and we internalized them and accepted them as our own. But today, when we reimagine our roots, we're taking back the pen. And it's our turn to rewrite. It's our turn to tell the story that was always supposed to be told. Because something I always say, and you know this, if you've heard me speak before, is everything you need is already inside of you. All you have to do is activate it. And another part of reimagining roots is reconnect with your true, authentic identity. Authenticity is so important to me, okay? And I've always told people on my journey, I'm not trying to be positive. That's not my goal. I want to be authentic because there's some days where I don't feel positive, okay? There's some days where I need a break and I can't be sunshine and love with a head wrap on and some lashes, okay? That is not always going to be where I am at, but I always strive for authenticity because it's the foundation of who I am. And I know that's how people will connect with me the most. So, and when you operate in your authenticity, you align with different people who are supposed to be in your life. But when you're not being authentic, you start getting all these other folks who don't connect with you, and then you wonder why you're feeling drained. You wonder why it's just always this disconnection and we just don't click. You don't click because you need to check in with you clicking with yourself. That's so important. And I had to recognize that along the way because light attracts light. Okay? And when you're operating in your authentic light, you get to find your people in your tribe. So next, how we doing? Y'all with me? Y'all rocking? We good? Okay. Next up is embodied integration. What does that mean? It's not enough to just acknowledge it. It's not enough to just challenge and figure it out. But we got to put it into practice, okay? We have to embody the routine. We have to embody the different habits and patterns that are needed in order for us to get to this space of liberation, right? So it's so important for us to align mind, body, and spirit in daily life. And when we say align, it doesn't mean that it's going to be equal, right? It means that in whatever season you're in, each one will have a percentage of what is needed. And you get to decide how much you want to pour into each. But it has to be tailored to you.